What is going on, YouTube? Mr. Boom here with a little update for you. Currently behind a street sweeper in my freshly cleaned Maverick, which is awesome. I'm gonna go ahead and pass this fella. That's not the update though. So, I have officially surpassed 1,000 miles, and I figured I would give you guys a little 1,000-mile review, owner update, yada yada yada. I am without my phone mount, so please forgive me for the shakiness. I am currently on my way to the upholstery shop to pick up my leather for the single cab SEMA build. Not that you Maverick people care, but if you like fast F-150s, maybe you do. Anyway, like I said, I have surpassed 1,000 miles in the Maverick, and figured I would, you know, give thoughts and reviews to people that are considering purchasing or on the fence or have purchased, to see what you guys think. If you're thinking about buying a Maverick, post in the comment section below. If you already have a Maverick, post in the comment section below what you love about it, what you don't like about it, and give me your thoughts. For me, I actually was fortunate enough to get to talk to a gentleman yesterday. He reached out to me on Instagram and wanted to do a little interview. Had a nice little 30-minute conversation with him about the Maverick, my thoughts on it, what made me purchase it, etc., etc. And, you know, one of the questions that kind of caught me off guard was, were we looking, we being me and Mrs. Boom, my wife Kristen, were we looking or considering any other vehicles before purchasing the Maverick? And honestly, we weren't. We weren't really thinking about purchasing Edit. We're always looking at vehicles. We had another vehicle ordered, and we were, anyway, but the Maverick wasn't on our radar. And then when Ford, excuse me, allergies are going crazy right now. But when Ford announced the Maverick, we were like, that's a pretty cool little rig. And if you follow me, you know that I have two other F-150s. I've got the 4-door Platinum, and then I've got the 2-door single cab race truck. Not really a race truck, it's not much faster than the 4-door. But I've got two other trucks. The Platinum has just under 50,000 miles, and we're almost to 7,500 on the single cab. And, you know, the miles are getting up there, and we just completed our house here in Liberty Hill, Texas, and with the shop being built, I won't be working from home anymore, because I will be, people are idiots, idiots. I won't be working from home, so miles are gonna start accumulating on my trucks again, which is cool, but, you know, I would rather keep them, one being a twin turbo truck and one being a supercharged truck. I'd rather keep the miles low and the wear and tear down, because when I drive them hard. And if you guys follow the channel, you know that I drive the Maverick hard. I didn't follow the break-in period. I towed, you know, near the limit the first 300 miles I owned it. I did 0 to 60 in quarter-mile pulls, wide open throttle, the first 300 miles. I drive my vehicles from the beginning how I plan to drive them the entire time, and I don't have issues, typically. You know, I'm sure something will come up at some point. You know, I may have issues with the Maverick, who knows? But I've been fortunate enough so far, from our F-150s to our GT350 and so on and so forth, to not have issues. And like I said, we break them in how we drive them. But the Maverick was not on our radar, and then Ford did, I think they did one commercial, and saw that, and I was like, that's cool. So we were like, you know what, let's take a look. And it just so happened that within the first couple of weeks after seeing that it was going to be a thing, there was the cyber orange trainer Maverick Lariat at the local dealership that we had placed the order for our Alto Blue at after we got to see it, and really liked it. It was plenty spacious, as I've went over in other videos, and decided, you know, what the heck, let's go ahead and order one. So we placed the order. Then, as you guys know, this isn't what we ordered, but it's pretty darn close. It's a non-luxury package XLT, which we ordered the luxury package, and it's black and not Alto blue. So not too different, but different enough. I'm super cheap. I was happy with not getting the luxury package or the sunroof because I don't care about that stuff. But anyway, the Maverick wasn't really on our radar, and then it was, and ultimately purchased it. And in the 3-ish weeks that I've owned it, the week and a half that I've, you know, put miles on it, it's surpassed any and all expectations I had for it, with, you know, it being a smaller vehicle and all of that. I've used it for work already. I've hauled numerous different headlight pieces and stuff to and from the paint shop, which is what this will be used for. And my phone's about to die. Give me just a sec. There we go, back on the charger. But anyway, I've used it for work already, and I've also been using it to create, forgive me, to create content and all of that fun stuff for you guys. So yeah, it's been a very fun vehicle. I've got to do a lot of neat stuff. I just got the Air Design spoiler installed on it just a bit ago. I'll be uploading the how-to video on that tomorrow. But overall, you know, it's been an extremely great vehicle. And what we'll do is we'll just so you guys can kind of see the area and how it rides and road noise as well. But it's really been an excellent vehicle. Even with the low profile wheels and tires, the road noise is very minimal. As I mentioned in my Lariat and XLT comparison, I couldn't tell a difference in road noise between the two, even with the special windshield that the Lariat has. But it rides excellent. It rides much better than a car would, in my opinion. It's got more space than a sedan, and I've just, you know, been able to fill so many nooks and crannies with headlight pieces, or, you know, I dropped off a bunch of stuff at the post office yesterday and all of that, and it just, plenty of space that wouldn't necessarily be there in a car. You know, I was, if you saw the video, or you haven't seen it yet, I'm gonna wait until the truck's completed, but the other day I brought the entire interior, headliner, door panels, all of the plastic pieces from the single cab, loaded it in the Maverick. All of it fit great. So it's been extremely useful and just an excellent business purchase. As far as, you know, likes and dislikes, I haven't really found anything that I dislike about the Maverick that is even worth mentioning. The only things that I've noticed, you know, I've kind of covered in other videos, were just little stuff like the, you know, the underbody stuff when I showed you underneath the FX4 for the tow hooks and that stuff, it not being, you know, heavier duty. I'd rather Ford had just left it off, but at the same time, some protection's better than none. The only things that I've noticed that, you know, are, oh wow, you can tell that it's not a heavy duty vehicle is, you know, when you're doing 85 or 90, which in Texas is common grounds on the toll roads, you can see some flex in the hood. You can't really see it in the video. We're also only doing 75, but there is, which it's not an issue. Again, it's not anything of concern or anything like that. It, you know, it allows the air to escape, but you can tell little stuff, little quirks like the sunglass holder. You can see when you push it in, it doesn't come down, so you actually have to give it some effort, which, again, nothing to complain about. It's nothing that bothers me, but I've noticed, you know, that's some of the stuff that people on the Facebook groups and stuff are nitpicking. The quality of the interior, you know, at the price point that it's at for the XLT, I've tossed my floor jack and jack stands in the back under the seat and the panel, and Obviously, heavy steel is going to wear on the plastic a little more than it should, but that's what this vehicle was designed for. Scuffs and whatnot on the plastic are not too bad. A lot of it has been able to be wiped out just with, you know, soap and water and a little bit of elbow grease. Overall, though, no complaints, no issues. Let me check my miles per gallon. Yeah, so I am at 23.4 miles per gallon over the course of this 1,080 miles. And the vast majority of the last 500 of those miles have all been stop and go. Not much interstate driving or anything like that. So that mixed in with the wide open throttle pulls, and it's already went up a few miles per gallon since those. You know, this vehicle is substantially better on fuel than what my other two trucks are, which is a big plus. The cost of the vehicle is, you know, between the cost and the fuel economy that it gets, it's cheaper to own and drive this than it is to daily drive either of the other trucks. It's not an issue for us. I don't mind having, you know, to pay those. Those are also business vehicles that I use for work, and they make me money with the, you know, people seeing the work that's done to them and wanting it done as well, which ultimately my goal for the Maverick is to be one of the pioneers per se, and offer you guys stuff that you want, you know, from the custom headlights, custom emblems, all of that stuff. So overall, if I had to give the Maverick a rating on a scale of 1 to 100, I would honestly say for me, probably a 95. I don't have any issues with the quality for what we paid for it. I know it's not a expensive vehicle. It's a mass-produced vehicle and a vehicle that Ford, you know, brought to fruition extremely quickly, and I haven't had any issues. My only complaints are that because it's a new vehicle, there's not more aftermarket support for it, but it's coming. Going to Cobb on Monday and going to let them take a look at it and see what they have to say and go from there. But other than that, love it. So if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you are not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. I have noticed that my the viewers have been, you know, it's leveling out. I've went from 95% unsubscribed to about 85%, so thank you guys for that. Other than that, thanks for watching, and see you on the next video. Boom.